Imagine playing The Floor is Lava. But instead of just burning your imaginary feet, a little demon made of filth, hair, and lost Lego pieces drags you to the Shadow Realm. Sounds like a fever dream, right? Well, for the main character of today's movie, this is her daily reality. We're diving into a film where not vacuuming your room is a death sentence, and the only way to survive is to paddle your way through life. If you have allergies, grab your inhaler, because things are about to get dusty. Let's get into it. The movie opens in a creepy New York apartment that looks like it hasn't seen a Swiffer since the 90s. We meet Tiny Tina, an 8-year-old girl who is living every child's worst nightmare. She is convinced, like 100% no cap, that there is a monster living under her bed. And this isn't just some Monsters Incorporated Sully-looking guy. This thing allegedly ate her entire family. Her parents? Deleted. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Now, Tiny Tina lives alone, surviving by jumping from furniture to furniture because she believes if her foot touches the floor, she's gonna get spawn killed by the entity. She's basically living like a squirrel on caffeine, sleeping on top of dressers and peeing. Well, let's not think about the logistics of that. The neighbors think she's suffering from major PTSD and has lost her marbles. But honestly, in horror movies, the crazy kid is usually the only one with a brain cell. Right next door lives a guy we'll call Mr. Wick from Wish. He's played by everyone's favorite Danish villain, and he's giving major I have a dark past and I hate everyone energy. He spends his days looking brooding and mysterious. Tiny Tina spies on him through the window and sees him fighting what looks like a dragon. Okay, it's actually just a bunch of assassins in a costume, don't ask. It's artsy. But to her 8-year-old brain, he's a knight in shining armor. She sees him absolutely destroy these guys with zero effort. It's a total skill gap. She thinks, bet, this guy can kill my dust monster. So, Tiny Tina pulls a Grand Theft Auto move. She breaks into a local church, smashes the donation box, and steals a stack of cash. Sorry, Jesus, but we have monsters to slay. She marches over to Mr. Wick from Wish's apartment and drops the loot on his table. I want to hire you to kill the thing under my bed, she says. Mr. Wick is confused. He's used to contracts involving Russian mobsters or corrupt politicians, not household hygiene issues. He tries to tell her to go touch grass, figuratively, because touching the floor is illegal for her, but then his guilty conscience kicks in. See? He thinks that maybe his enemies killed her parents by mistake, thinking it was his apartment. The guilt is eating him up, so he decides to humor the kid. He takes the job. It's the weirdest babysitting gig in history. He goes over to her apartment, acting all tough and skeptical. He's walking on the floor like a total Chad, disrespecting the rules. Tiny Tina is freaking out, screaming, "Bro, you're gonna get cooked." He's about to give her a lecture on reality versus imagination when, creak, the floorboards groan. Something shifts under the bed. Mr. Wick freezes. He realizes this isn't a hallucination. The dust bunnies are actually moving. They're organizing. It's like venom. But if venom was made of lint and dead skin cells. Grows. While this bonding session is happening, we cut to the villain of the subplot, Karen Prime. She's the head of the assassin organization Mr. Wick used to work for. She's got a haircut that demands to speak to the manager and a personality that screams Toxipos. She wants Mr. Wick dead because he retired without permission. She sends a cleanup crew to the apartment building. Back in the apartment of doom, Mr. Wick starts setting traps. He's treating this dust monster like a tactical target. But the vibe shifts from ghost hunting to home invasion real quick when Karen Prime's goons break in. Now, we have a three-way battle royale, the hitmen versus the assassins versus the dust monster. The goons storm the room, guns blazing. But they make a fatal error. They don't know the rules of the game. They step on the floor. Rookie mistake. Suddenly, the dust monster emerges. It's a swirling, shape-shifting nightmare of debris. It grabs the first goon by the ankle and drags him under the bed. Crunch. He's gone. The other bad guys are shooting at the floor. But you can't kill dirt with bullets. Geniuses. The monster is feasting. It's an absolute buffet for the dust demon. Mr. Wick and Tiny Tina are chilling on the bed, watching the NPCs get farmed. It's chaotic. It's messy. And honestly, it's kinda satisfying. Karen Prime finally enters the chat. She's arrogant, thinking she owns the place. She steps into the room, starts monologuing, and, chomp. The dust monster doesn't care about her job title. It swallows her whole. It's a vibe check. And she failed, but then, the monster turns its attention to Mr. Wick. In the chaos, he slips and falls onto the floor. Oh snap. The monster lunges and swallows him. Tiny Tina screams. It looks like game over. But wait. A few scenes earlier, we saw that Mr. Wick had applied some of that bitter anti-nail biting spray on his hands because plot reasons. Apparently, the monster has taste buds. It realizes Mr. Wick tastes absolutely disgusting, like expired medicine and regret. The monster literally spits him out. That's right. He survives because he tastes bad. That is the wildest plot armor I have ever seen. The monster, now confused and disgusted, looms over them. Tiny Tina stands up on the bed. She's done running. She realizes the monster is connected to her fear and trauma. She looks it dead in the eye and yells, "Stop!" And guess what? The monster freezes. It shrinks back, turning from a terrifying beast into a harmless pile of dust. It was a manifestation of her grief all along, or maybe it's a magical pet. The movie is trippy. Mr. Wick, covered in slime and dust, looks at the kid with newfound respect. She just out-alphaed a demon. The movie ends with the two of them leaving the apartment building. They are both traumatized, covered in dirt, and jobless, but they have each other. It's a weirdly wholesome father-daughter dynamic born out of a little nightmare. As they walk away, we see a little dust bunny rolling after them, like a loyal dog. Looks like they kept the pet. So, what's the lesson here? First, clean your room, or the dust will eventually gain sentience and eat you. Second, if you hire a hitman, make sure he tastes terrible just in case he gets eaten. This movie was a bizarre mix of John Wick and a Swiffer commercial gone wrong. And I am here for it. What would you do if you found out the monster under your bed was real? Would you fight it? Or just move to a new house immediately? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dusty recap, smash that like button, subscribe for more unhinged movie breakdowns, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next upload. I'm gonna go vacuum my entire house now. Peace out.